Hey guys, what's going on? It's Twintuitive 717. I am back with another reading. I am here hanging out with Saucy Good Vibes. She's just joining us here for this Divine Masculine message. So, a message I've been guided to ask the deck is, why is the Divine Masculine holding back? Okay, so this is going to be a reading for those of you who you haven't had communication from your Divine Masculine, or maybe many of you are wondering at this time, like, why are they holding back? How come you guys haven't received communication? What is going on in their physical lives? Okay. All right, so I fantasize about you daily, especially at night. So some of you are in separation right now. I feel like your masculines are being kept away from you, or they're in a position where all they can do is think about you, all they can do is fantasize about you at this time. Why is that, universe? Okay, so I've been waiting on you. Some of you may be married, or some of you may be in your own karmic situations. In fact, I think the last video I did, someone left a message saying, like, why is it always about the Divine Masculine's karmic situation? What about the Divine Feminine's karmic situation? Well, for a lot of you, you do have your Divine Masculines waiting on the sidelines for you to initiate a divorce, initiate a separation, but maybe it's not so easy for you. If you're in the Divine Masculine or Feminine position, it could have a lot to do with kids. It could have a lot to do with the splitting of assets, your financial abundance or downfall. It really depends on what you guys are going through, but I feel like your counterpart wants you to know that, like, they understand that it has a lot to do with more than just the romance and the love. Many of you are going through a lot of life changes because of this twin flame journey, okay? I never meant to break apart your family. That's another strong message that's coming through for many of you who have embarked on this twin flame journey. And ever since your counterpart has come into your life, whether you have a family or not, like, this whole twin flame situation has been really disrupting your life. And right now, many of you may not see it for the good, the highest good, but I feel like eventually you will. Okay, let's draw some cards around that. We'll save these two messages from the masculines. Let's go ahead and get some messages for the feminines. A lot of your masculines are coming into your life and they're bringing through a lot of major changes. We have the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like it's connecting the Divine Feminine in a sense to just being a little bit more grounded into your own personality. Okay, many of you need to learn how to make money, whether it is making money from home, using your own hands or your ideas, just kind of being that stay-at-home mom, but at the same time, when your kids are asleep, you guys are busy online earning money. Like, maybe this reading is a message for those of you who resonate with it. Put this reading on pause, and I want you guys to Google the top 3 ways to earn money online. It could be something that your guides are trying to push you towards, because I feel like you guys deserve it. You have an entrepreneurial spirit, but you also have a lot of physical responsibilities. Like, many of you are stay-at-home moms. You take care of your children. If you guys are still in karmic or soulmate relationships, you're most likely taking care of the home, and your husband or the father of your children is most likely doing a lot of the financial earning. But I feel like the universe is trying to say to you, you can earn pentacles as well. It just may not be in the way that you think. It may not be physically going out there in the world. It may be more attracting abundance to you based off of your experiences and the highest intentions you have for the world. Okay, so there's a lot of Divine Feminines, whether you're a man or a woman. You could be watching this reading and you have a big creative bone inside you, and it needs to be scratched. It needs to be itched. Many of you need to start delving into your passions. Okay, there's many of you who keep preparing to get your projects off the ground, and the universe is trying to say to you, stop preparing and just start doing the physical action of what it is you need to do. Okay, so many of you have aspirations or goals of, let's say you want to write a book. Okay, so many of you may be trying to find the perfect ghostwriter, someone who could do the cover, someone who could do the title, someone who could draw the pictures. When I feel like the obvious thing here is for you to really not focus on those things and, take time alone with your project. Write out the words of your story yourself. No ghostwriters, no one else involved, just you writing out whatever it is you want your book to stand for. Okay, so that might be a message for some of you in this Knight of Pentacles energy. You would like to attract a lot of abundance, financial wealth to yourself at this time, and the universe is saying, you have the right idea, but we need you to take things in steps. Okay, we also have the Four of Wands here coming through. A lot of you are creating stability through your ideas. I feel like it's something that you've always wanted to do. Some of the ideas that you guys have been dreaming of or putting into fruition is stuff that you might already be well versed on. Okay, so some of you, because of the changes in the past, because of COVID and things like that, a lot of you are now getting back out there and exercising your skills, okay, because you don't have those restrictions placed upon you anymore. I feel like it's a positive time, okay? So many of you, your twin flame journey itself is bringing about positive changes. It's forcing many of you to be independent again. Okay, I feel like your divine masculines are coming through, divine feminine, and they're pushing you to make things happen in your own life. Maybe the old version of you, divine feminine, was waiting for the masculine to come in like a knight in shining armor, right, and save the day. When really, in today's day and age, we just feel our divine masculine energy coming through as sending those messages. Right? The King of Wands, you need to be in charge of your own life. You need to command respect in your own life. And I can relate to this. Many of you who don't know, before I started YouTube, I worked in the corporate world, right? I worked in customer service. I worked at one of those billion-dollar companies, of course, customer service, taking inbound calls, and I was sexually harassed at my workplace. I was trying to mind my own business, okay? They flew over another agent from another call center within our country, okay? So there was another guy who came over from another province, and I remember I was 5 months pregnant with my son at the time, and this new guy decided to start harassing me. He would throw comments, he would stare at me throughout 80% of my shift. He would just get up from his desk and just stare at me. He would arrange his shifts in such a way that he would show up to the workplace before my shift even began. And I started recognizing it as signs of harassment. I was like, listen, the vibes are not right around this person. And of course, my workplace, this multi-billion-dollar company, decided to make the decision to protect the harasser rather than protect me, who was pregnant at the time. They saw me as the threat, right? Because if I had to report harassment, and I had to report my manager, because my manager is the one who didn't take it very seriously that harassment was occurring. And that's exactly why I took it to our Human Rights Commission and Tribunal here in Ontario, Canada, was because, as a manager, you shouldn't even have to second guess that conversation. Direct it to Human Resources and they'll handle it, right? If you're inexperienced, direct it to Human Resources. But my manager failed to do so, and that's exactly why I had to teach that company a lesson. And so I guess that's just what I'm getting with the King of Wands here. I feel like many of you are, you're leading your lives in a way that has a lot to do with integrity and having faith in yourself. We have the Queen of Swords. We have a lot of divine feminines there who have overcome a lot of the divine masculine cycle, right? Stop being so agreeable and honest. I stay away because I'm afraid of the connection. You have kids. Many of you are listen, I want a King of Wands. I don't want someone who is weak to human circumstances. Like, I don't want a divine masculine who is weak towards the life lessons that we experience here on earth, right? We have the Ace of Pentacles as well here wrapping up this reading. This is a serious divine feminine who is here to make change. I feel like many of you, if your masculines are new to the journey, you expect them to appear as the Knight of Pentacles, and you expect them to finish off with the Knight of Wands, which is someone who is constantly, confronting their fears on this journey. Because I feel like that's what you've done, divine feminine. You've done that in this Queen of Swords energy. Whoever this reading is meant for, it's probably meant for an air sign, divine feminine. You could be a man or a woman, but it's like your nature is an air sign. You're very straightforward. You have a lot of sharp intellect. You think about things before you say them, and that's what makes you so beautifully gifted at communicating with others. Because you think about what it is you say before you speak, it shows that you have or you hold a lot of high regard for other people's feelings. So what I feel like is like the universe is trying to say to you, like, when your counterpart decides to come into your life and they're serious, you'll know that because they're going to want to offer you energies of the 4, which is stability. Okay, and I feel like many of you have so much to offer, but you haven't been met with your divine masculine or feminine counterpart who has been able to bring that stability to the table. But many of you already know that about yourselves. Otherwise, you wouldn't even be watching these readings. Like, you are stable and you want stability in another person. Okay, but I feel like the universe is saying it's on its way somehow. Let's find out how your person is romantically thinking about you. Because when you're in the Queen of Swords, you're highly desired. Like, I feel like, the Queen of Swords is someone who, like, lately your divine masculine is realizing, like, I want a bad bitch. And that's just the way I'm being guided to say the message. And I'm sorry if it offends any of you, but I can't help it with the Queen of Swords coming through in this reading. Your divine masculine, I don't care how they appear to you on the outside, on the inside. What are you fretting up for? You reaching forward and thing when you trying to hear me say body and thing? Huh? So use a body now. Use a body, baby. Use a body, beaver. Well, so you what we call you body beaver. I just can't keep up with you, nah. I just can't keep up with you on the trends. Okay. So that's what I'm getting, guys. Like, your divine masculine, they see you as a bad bitch. You a baddie. You're a baddie, divine feminine. It doesn't matter how wound up your divine masculine is. They want to break away from the lifestyle that they're currently in and move towards what it is they want. You might be a baddie, but in like the most respectful way possible. Okay, you speak your mind, you speak your truth, like you're just a badass bitch type of thing. And it's like not in this offensive way, but it's for those of you who, can really see the deeper meaning of the divine feminine energy and just how powerful it is and how unapologetic it is. When you're in that Queen of Swords energy, yeah, you're definitely calling yourself a baddie or a badass bitch. Your masculine is the type to want that baddie. Okay, and you could be a male, you could be a female, like you're just fucking cutthroat. That's what it is. Like, you don't take shit from anybody. You're straightforward. You mean what you say what you mean. You make shit happen for you, left, right, and center. Take it or leave it. This is what you get. And that's what your counterpart loves about you. All right? All right, that's what I have for you guys for this saucy ass reading. Wait, we got much at you. Like nothing happened. Look at you, so innocent now. Like nothing happened. You little cutie. All right, guys, we both love you. You guys take care, and we'll catch you in tonight's reading. All right, guys? Okay, bye.